Hello everyone, this is Valerie here from Pisces Mountain Farm, and I'm sitting outside in my garden. I have been trying to film a vlog for you guys for days now, and it's been kind of a bust, so I will show you a couple clips of what I've got recorded. I have been working on reclaiming some raw land and field, and I'm trying to convert them to flower beds. So today I'm going to clear more of this field. I showed this the other day. I was talking about how it needed to be reclaimed. Well, this is part of it that I got cut. And I'm hoping you can better see that we're on a hillside now. Still got some brush up there. But I'm going to kind of walk this and maybe put some side-to-side video here so you can see what it looked like before. See, that's up into the woods. We still need to go through and weed eat or mow this, but this is an area I'm reclaiming for a flower garden. Some of this in this area is where I'm going to be working. So I'm going to get set up and then I will start cutting. This is my slope I've been working on. Hey Blue, how you doing? Just wanted to show you what I've gotten done, and it's not a huge transformation yet. Okay, that always makes me a little out of breath, so if you hear me panting, it's because I can't breathe. Anyway should be my tagline. I say that word a lot. This, we'll try to put a side by side, but this little area was completely covered in weeds. And I had these lilies growing. They were in a box that had been, actually here's the wood from the box, that had been overtaken. And so we weeded it. You know, we've been working on cutting down the brush, getting it ready. So we've been layering a combination of wood chips. We've got some straw in this bed. Let's see, the weeds and stuff that we're covering will of course decompose into it. And actually, this right here is really fine sawdust. And that right there is unsalted ground peanut shells. And they start out as little pellets, but as they get wet, they kind of crumble. And we have found this stuff breaks down really quickly. Of course, like anything that is a brown material, you would not want to plant in it without amending it. Like, you know, adding some compost and using it as a mulch. Something like that. However, we have found that stuff breaks down really quickly, and I will show you a spot in a different part of my garden where we used it at the beginning of the season and kind of show you how quickly it breaks down. This right here is just some fine sawdust. My husband works at a lumber yard, so it's almost the consistency of sand, honestly. But we layered it with straw. There's some really thick, well, you can see the wildlife. We haven't got all of it cut down yet. I mean, it is full. I'll zoom in here as far as I can. Let's get this one. It is full of blackberry, black raspberry, and dewberry, quite honestly. There are some huckleberries and other things. So what we're doing, of course, is we cut it down and we're layering this on there to kind of smother the weeds to help us reclaim this area. So this will probably be filled in with cut flowers. And plus, we've got other things we're needing to move. Like, I've got other lilies throughout the area, and I kind of want to consolidate them in this spot. And in the meantime, I'll probably fill in with annuals. You know, I'm going to have to see how many lilies I have all together before I can say what this bed would be a more permanent, what it would be used for more permanently. Now I'm going to stroll over to this way. And this is Crockmosia. I don't know how to say it. It's the variety Lucifer. We felled a tree. And the tree is still there. It was a big old pine tree, like one of these, kinda. These may have been slightly bigger because they've had a little longer to grow. But we haven't reclaimed this area either. But anyways, we have these plants here. There were some glads here. They have not made it. But this is going to be the next spot that I reclaim. We're going to do a, what is it, the Hogel culture? I'll put it on the end, or in the, I'll put a little text and tell you what. Sorry, brain fart. I'll put text in and yeah, that's what the technique will be. Anyways, we're wanting to reclaim this bed and get it mulched around. Probably some of these bulbs need split, but I don't know if I'm going to worry about that right now. I think first I'm going to worry about getting it mulched, getting some of these weeds broken down. But then we're going to do a mound over there and put all our, you know, a lot of our waste as we're clearing this area. A lot of the tree, we're going to cut it up as we go. Look at this pokeberry. I wish I would have gotten a picture of it when it was in its full glory because it was glorious. I don't know if you can see this burgundy. It was so much more deep before it started dying. It had these big, beautiful berries, and I know it's a weed. But this thing is probably a good, well, my husband's 6'7" and it's taller than him. So, I wanted to show that. But I am going to, oh, sorry, I got caught up by some brush. I got some briars caught to my legs. I was going to work up here today because it's fairly nice, even though it's overcast. It's cool enough that you could work. There's a light breeze. It's supposed to start storming this evening. I was going to work up here and start adding some more. Start doing this area. But what I think I'm going to do instead is probably go down and gather all my pots and try to get them in the barn before it starts to rain. Alright, here is a good example of that peanut shell up there. Now, this was put down in, I don't know, I think I got this bed done probably sometime in June. I skimmed off the sod and we planted into our soil, but we kind of mulched with this. Some of it we did a thicker layer than what we needed, but you can tell, like, it's already breaking down, and it's been on here, like I said, June. This is the end of October, so it seems to break down fairly quickly. And I mean, you can see the peanut shell in it still, so it's not completely broken down. But I'm just really impressed with how dark that's turning already. This should be really, really good for next year. I may have gotten video of this already, but I want to show you my celosia fell. And honestly, I want to tell you what. Do not buy the Stay Green potting mix from Walmart or Lowe's. Well, actually, I think we got it from Lowe's. Our Walmart doesn't even carry it. But this stuff, it's just mulch. It's not broken down all the way. It looks like it was Looks like because of the rush at the beginning of the season, they probably just sold all their good compost quicker than expected and rushed some that wasn't quite ready. But I have a lot of plants that were stunted this year, and this is supposed to be a king coral celosia. And it has steadily grown at a pitiful rate. Here's another one. Let me show you. I mean, I planted these in June. No, maybe it was beginning of July, but I really feel like it was June. I don't have my records out here, but I had a lot of things, a lot of failures this year. And everything that I had that was either stunted or a failure, well, just about everything I had that was stunted or a failure was in this stuff. I will never buy it again. When I saw it, I knew better, but I had it, so I used it, and it was a mistake. I think next year it'll be great. I think that these beds next year, I'll cover them with some mulch, and they'll be awesome. But I will never buy that again. Anything else that I planted in better dirt did fine, but everything I planted in this stuff is just stunted. It's just the best. It's stunted. It did not grow very big. It would grow. You see my big king coral celosia here. Alright, that's the end of this public service announcement. Bye. Just wanted to show you my little garlics coming up. Alright, garlic, see you in the summer. Here's another plant. My cosmos, these grew and grew and grew all summer, and they were just vegetation, and they've fallen over, so you can't really tell, but maybe I can pull one up here. Oh, you probably can't tell, but these are, say, at least 5 feet tall. But anyway, they grew and grew and grew. Let's lay it back down here. All summer, and I didn't think I was going to see anything out of them. And then about a month ago, I would say, they started budding, and they actually bloomed, so that was another little unexpected fall surprise. And it made me very happy and excited, so I just wanted to put this little clip in here too. These white zinnias that I bought for 10 cents on clearance at Lowe's or Walmart one, they just keep on giving, and it makes me happy. Alright, another little fall treat. These plants are arguably dying. Not arguably, they are dying. They've been hit by frost. This is a Super Sweet 100 and a Sun Gold. And I kind of just left them because I never got to pull in this bed. I pulled the other one and just haven't gotten to this one yet, quite honestly. And so I kind of just left everything in here for now. I'll pull them and burn them before the season's out. But I just wanted to show you. And we've had a few frosts. Not hard frosts, like 32. And a lot of nights that were on the verge that were in like the mid to upper 30s. And here it could have gotten that low because of just the way our climate is set up. I don't have a thermometer out here, but I'm just going based on for our city and county. And it got down to, hey Blue. It got down to at least 32 a couple of times already, and then in the mid to upper 30s a few times. And you know, these things are still trying to ripen and produce. I can say that the last week well, after we got that cold snap, we had a warm snap where it was in the 80s, and now it's like 50s and 60s, so more normal for this time of year, I suspect. But we'll eat these. Late treats in the garden. I just want to get a shot of this magnificent mulberry. It's lost some of its leaves. I'll show you. There's a lot of them on the ground. This is what I'm talking about. I'm trying to get some of this stuff cleaned up before it storms. I may or may not be successful. But it turns slowly, like it's a chartreuse at first. Let me see if I can. When they first start to turn, it's this lovely chartreuse. And then it turns this yellow. Let me get some leaves that have fallen so you can kind of see. It's just very pretty. See, look at the color of those. So beautiful. And here's my greenhouse, waiting to be put up. Hopefully that gets done before spring. Alrighty, I guess now I am going to get to work on putting away my pots. I just wanted to show you a couple things that's going on here around the farm before there's no more season left to do anything. Alright, I will talk to you later.